The outskirts of Ousefleet in the East Riding of Yorkshire has been described as Britain's emptiest experience. Other than a field, an electricity pylon, and a few trees, it looks like much of England. What has put Ousefleet on the map? I'll say that again. The outskirts of Ousefleet in the East Riding of Yorkshire has been described as Britain's emptiest experience. Other than a field, an electricity pylon, and a few trees, it looks like much of England. What has put Ousefleet on the map?
Is it emotionally empty?
I don't think it's done a very good job, whatever it is, because I have never heard of Ousefleet. Can we get a spelling? Because I really want to know if it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ooze or if it's like a U-Z sort of thing.
Oh, it's the river. O-U-S-E.
O-U-S-E.
Somewhere nearby is the River Ouse.
Ooze.
Yes. One of the river oozes. There's more than one.
You wouldn't want to get in it.
No, it doesn't feel nice. You say it's a lonely outskirts, empty.
Yeah, Britain's emptiest experience.
Empty. So is it to do with, like, obviously the geographical location of... I was thinking it's not like the most inland, because I know that's a little bit further south from there, but is it like the furthest from the one point in England that is furthest from any other, like, village or town or anything?
I keep thinking along those lines, yeah.
Experience makes it sound like this is some sort of day out that you can do, or like something that people sort of check off, like, oh yeah, I've done this, I've done Britain's loneliest, or I've been to the emptiest part of Britain. And people are like, oh, tell us more. That sounds really exciting.
Yeah, that sounds thrilling.
We're definitely along the right lines here. Yes.
Okay.
But it has electricity, or at least a pylon.
It has a pylon, yes. You're definitely circling the answer here, but there's something more special about that.
So if it's the furthest away from something, I assume.
No, furthest away is the bit where you're wrong.
Okay.
But you're certainly in the right area.
Is it like the biggest expanse of flat? But the Yorkshire's not flat. Maybe it is by the coast.
Not quite, no.
So it's not like the furthest you can see all around, sort of to the horizon, there being nothing.
No, there's definitely other stuff. You'd need something else with you to tell what's special here.
A torch? Is it underground?
I can tell you it's 8 miles north of Scunthorpe.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What was the word used? Empty. Emptiest experience.
Yeah, empty is what's good. Yeah. So it's not the furthest from anything.
No.
I was going to say it's not like there's no 5G, because that's, well, there's no transmittable signals.
There's something special about that bit. And you would need something else there to really work out where you need to be.
Not a compass in a table.
Not a compass, but, that might help.
Was it, like, never on a map until recently?
Now we're very close. Very close, yes. The thing you'd need is a map.
Yeah, because when you said something put it on the map, was that if that's literal?
That is quite literal, yes. Specifically, an Ordnance Survey map, Britain's mapping agency. And I don't know, I got taught about OS maps in school. I don't know if any of you all did. But if you think back to those...
Edinburgh.
Then you definitely have the knowledge required to solve this one.
Ooh, okay. Let's not get hasty here. I may have once possessed the knowledge. I know that an Ordnance Survey map loves. They have like the height on them, and the what type of how, if it's marshland or what you're standing on, and they love a symbol. I remember we did have to memorize what all the different symbols were.
Yep.
Was there one for pylon?
There is one for pylon, yes.
Because that's a useful thing, actually, because it's big and there, and you should be able to see where it is, which is what an Ordnance Survey map's all about, is like to help you, get lost in Deal if you're doing Bronze Duke of Edinburgh.
You've got the symbols, you've got the contour lines. There's something else on not just OS maps, but a lot of maps.
Roads? Rivers?
Not a feature, just part of the map.
Oh, like the measurements on it. Is it what's used to be like, this is an exact mile, like this is the comparatively to what is in real life to the map, is it?
Is it covering it? Is that thing covering that spot on the map?
Quite the opposite.
Okay.
You're close with like the ruler on the side. I'm sure it's the scale. That's it. You're close with the scale on the side of the map. There's something else that loads of maps have, particularly these ones for hiking and things like that, because you need to tell the distance aside from that scale.
Oh, it's in a grid. Yeah,
it's in a grid. That's a key thing, Dan. So
yes,
we've got that this is Oozfleet. We've got this is the emptiest experience, and that it's something to do with the national map grid.
Is it the only one that's got nothing in it?
Dan, yes. It's not it's not quite. I'm going to give you that. The Ordnance Survey divides up the country into square kilometres. That's the grid system. That's the eastings and northings that at least British kids will have learned in school. And in 2001, a BBC radio show set out to find the most boring place in the country. And Dan, you are right. This is it's not quite empty, but this is the grid square with the least stuff in it.
Because it's got one pylon and that's it.
It has an electricity line, a couple of pylons, and then other than that, it is a completely blank Ordnance Survey map square that looks like there is an error in the map.
Amazing.
Yep, this is the square kilometre with the least features southeast of Oozfleet in Yorkshire. The Lateral Producers Club is at lateralcast.com if you would like more lateral, fewer adverts, and to support the show.